Here we are. Hello, everyone. We have tonight one of our best instructor, Karen Miller from Australia. Yay! And today is going to be the day. I call it the first day we do the galvanic spa because she has some magical way of teaching us, and we all going to learn. And we all look at how young she looks. Look at that. It's incredible. Okay, so yesterday we learned to clean our face and we boost our face. And today we're going to learn how to galvanic our face. So welcome, Karen Miller, Timmy Lee from Australia. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much, Marguerite. I really appreciate you and your kind introduction. I'm so excited to be here because I learned so much from you guys, and so I actually feel really humbled to be asked to be one of the presenters. I certainly have learned so much from you guys. So yeah, I hardly think I'm good at this, but I do love sharing. And so my story is that my background is banking and finance. I had done lots and lots of different jobs over the years, and I was lucky enough to be introduced to Nu Skin through the business of Nu Skin. Someone thought I might be good at this business, and anyway, my first reaction was no, not for me. But I was really interested in the products, and back then it was something called the biophotonic scanner. So Nu Skin's always been about technology. And the scanner can actually measure your antioxidants and your body's ability to be able to protect itself against degeneration. So that was really interesting to me because, you know, we only get one body and one life, so we've got to look after it. And I personally, the company doesn't make these claims, but I personally believe that the biophotonic scanner is something that can help save my life and the people that I care about's lives. And so I was using the scanner to scan people, and I was telling people a bit about our life pack, but that's about it. And then 2 years later, the company was announcing the launch of the galvanic spa, and they actually called it a wrinkle iron. They said it would iron out wrinkles out of your face. In Europe, they had been doing really well with this and had created millionaires because of this. And we were lucky enough that one of the people that was friends with one of my uplines was living in Europe at the time, and she was coming back to New Zealand for a holiday, and so she dropped into Australia and said that she would do a demonstration of the wrinkle iron. Now, I didn't think it would work, but I was curious. I was 38 years old. It wasn't aging particularly well because I was brought up on a farm. I'm one of 8 kids. My parents had no money, so we never had any sunscreen. I live in the sun cancer capital of the world, Australia. Australia and New Zealand are the sun cancer capitals of the world. And I had spent a lot of time in the sun, so I wasn't aging particularly well. So I was living an hour and a half from where the event was. I drove there and I was watching people get half their face done with this thing. And I was very, not pessimistic, but I was a bit of a Philistine because in the bank I was brought up that if somebody wanted the answer today, the answer was no. And if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But I walked into the room, there was about 300 people there. They were doing half of people's faces. And right in front of my eyes, this lady's face changed. The lines around her eyes softened, her eyebrow lifted, her cheeks sat up higher. And I said, I'll have one of those. And I went home to my husband at the time, and I said that company, they've got this thing, it irons out wrinkles out of your face. And he looked at me really blankly and went, you'd believe anything. And I said, sit down, I bought it. And he was not impressed. And so I sat him down, I did half of his face, half of my face, looked in the mirror, could not see a thing, but my skin felt different. And he thought it was rubbish and that I was gullible and that lots of other adjectives he gave me. And I said, look, I don't care about you. You can get older and uglier, but I'm going to use this thing. And so he decided to use it on half of his face for 8 weeks, which was the money back guarantee at the time, to prove to me that I was gullible and that I had been ripped off, and to make sure we'd get our money back. Anyway, after 8 weeks of him just doing one side of his face, he looked like this, and everybody was noticing. And people were asking him, you know, was he okay? Had he had a stroke? And he was saying, oh, my wife's making me use this thing. Like, I couldn't make him pick up his undies off the floor. But he continued to use this because he wanted to prove that I was wrong. And anyway, turns out I was right. And anyway, the next day after buying it myself, I didn't really worry about him too much, but I rang up all my girlfriends and said, hey, I got this thing. It irons out wrinkles out of your face. And I know if it didn't share it with you, you'd kill me. And anyway, some of my girlfriends bought, some of my girlfriends didn't. And now it's 20 years later. I look younger today than I did back then at 38. My skin damage is less. The pores are less. My skin is brighter. And I am still excitedly sharing about the Galvanic Spa. And also known as the wrinkle iron, but I'm also excited about all the other products. And Nu Skin has been amazing in that they provide such extraordinary technology, but also the products that go along with it and back that up for everyday use. So let me share my screen. Okay. So it's really easy to love the skin you're in when you've got Nu Skin. And so today's all about some of my favorite things. And yeah, I hope you get something from me sharing with you. So the Galvanic Spa is more than just something that makes you look pretty. You can use this device for so much more. And about a year or two ago, I was talking to Marguerite, and she challenged me to write down 101 ways to use the Galvanic Spa. And with a bit of help from some of the people that are on this Zoom, we came up with all of these ways, and there's probably more. So this is something that I believe every family should have in their home, because you can use it for so much more. It can be used from the top of the head to the bottom of your toes. It is such a great versatile device. Most of these claims or these things are things that the company, of course, are not saying. They're saying it's for, you know, a treatment for your face, but these are all the things that we've used it for. And of course, we've actually used it for even more. Today, we're going to be focusing on the face, and it literally reduces the signs of aging, and it's 2 steps and really, really simple to use the Galvanic Spa. So I'll just quickly talk through this, and then I'll take off the slides and we'll go through the steps. And because I've got lots to cover today, so I'm going to be talking really fast. And so how galvanics work is using positive and negative charges. And so the first, actually, your facial spa is different than mine. Is that okay that I keep on doing that? I think I have to. So in America, I know it's a little bit different, Marguerite. I wasn't thinking. Do you want me to still go through that, even if
Yeah, go through with it. No problem. It's
okay,
fine.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking about the facial spa. Anyway,
okay. Don't worry about
so
it.
2 steps, a pre-treatment and a treatment. These gels are suspended in a current.
We have it in US. We have that in US.
Oh,
Pre-treat and treatment. Yes, we do.
Okay. So they're suspended in a current, and so the pre-treatment is suspended in a negative current, and the treatment is suspended in a positive current. When the device is set on the first setting, that's a negative current. And when you think back at school and you're playing with magnets, and you've got 2 magnets of the same pole, what happens is that they repel. So this literally forces this product into the lower layers of the skin, and it locks onto dirt, leftover makeup, pollutions, all those things that are sitting even further down in the skin than what the LumiSpa can get. So it actually does a micro cleanse. The second setting is a positive current, so opposites attract. So it pulls out all the negative charged gels with all that dirt and rubbish that's in the skin. And at the same time, it infuses our age lock science. Oh, I just dropped that. Age lock science into our skin. So just really briefly, what is age lock? It's products that literally give our genes a bit of a spit and a polish to get them to act like they did when they were young. So I have already LumiSpa'd my face. with the amazing Ooh La La Lumi Spa, which you learned about yesterday. I have toned with the priming solution, which is my favorite toner, though I do swap them around from time to time, just doing different things. I love this one because it's literally priming our skin for absorption. And I'm actually going to give my face a little spray with the moisture mist because we can never have too much moisture. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Hydrated skin is younger looking skin. So I'm just going to do one side. I actually use the head to spread the gel all around my face and neck. And you don't want to be scabby with these gels. They are in a size that is enough for your face and your neck. Don't think that you can, use half of it and then save the half, because actually once it's opened and it's exposed to the air, you see that they are sealed, that they're not going to last. They have about a 4-hour shelf life. So we're going to turn it on and going to go to the first setting. And we're going to start here. So if you hunched up your shoulders and you see these little triangles here, this is the drain for your face. And one of the many things that the Galvanic Spa can do is help with lymphatic drainage. Again, it's not a company claim. This is just one of the things that we've seen over the years. I'm going to go up and down from the back of the ear down to that drain hole. As soon as I start doing this, I can literally feel stuff draining down the back of my neck. And then we're going to go up and down on the neck. We're not going to do any really fancy face sculpting or anything like that today, because you're going to be learning that throughout this week. We're just going to go up and down. Sometimes I'm in a bit of a hurry and I go too fast. You really should actually slow it down. I like to go over each area 3 or 4 times before I move to the next area of my face. I'm going to go along the jawline. So from the jawline up in front of the ear. Do the lips. Again, the company on the packaging says, avoid lips and eyes. It's only because the company never did clinical trials testing on animals that they say avoid lips and eyes. But millions of distributors around the world and customers have been using it on our lips and our eyes for many years. And it's great for making your lips more kissable, which is really important. And also for bringing the color back to our lips. Well, I'm going to actually start that again, because I never got around the whole face. Yeah, as we get older, we lose the color of our lips and also the Cupid's bow. So I love the Galvanic and the Boost for my lips, and also the new lip gel. What is that? This stuff. Loving this stuff too. So do the eyes, and you can go right around the eye bone at the top, and then lift that brow up. So one of the things that happens as we get older, everything starts sagging. Nothing worse when you're looking down and you look up and your face stays down. The Galvanic Spa is going to really help with keeping your face sitting up. I've also like using the hair attachment and going and doing my scalp. That is one of the joys of my life. That might be a bit sad for the rest of you, but when you go to hairdressers and they rub their fake nails through your scalp, it is absolutely delightful. Well, you can do the same thing to yourself. Use the Nutriol hair treatment with the comb. Not only will you be benefiting your scalp, but also you'll love it, and it's really good for helping release any stress and stuff, because not only do we carry stress in our shoulders and our neck, but also in our scalp. And when we think about our muscles are sitting from our eye bone all the way over our scalp, and then they're attaching to the back of our head or our hairline there. When we release that with the galvanic spa, it can actually release all this stuff here, which is pretty cool. Okay, I've got to stop that because we don't have a lot of time. Now, just take off the excess gels. One of the things, I have been using the galvanic spa religiously since 2006. I'll be showing you my photos later. I love that my skin is so much happier and healthier. But I also love that it gives me the opportunity to give myself a pamper. How many of us, as mothers, we put ourselves last, and to be able to just do 5 minutes on your face and neck twice a week, it's just a bit of a joy. And one of my girlfriends, she always lights some candles and puts some nice music on. So I'll put on the age-lock gels, and we're going to go to number 2, which goes for 3 minutes. Yeah, and make it a special occasion for yourself. Or if you're just in a hurry, just get it done. I am a huge fan of rebounding, and I have 2 galvanic spas, and rebounding works with your lymphatic drainage. And so I will often be rebounding and galvanicking my face at the same time. One thing I forgot to mention, it's really important that you're making sure that you're drinking some water before and after you galvanic, because it is helping you flush your lymphatic systems out. And so the water will be a added benefit. And then, of course, you're hydrating your skin from the inside out. I've got my collagen plus in here, and I've also got my new biome. So it's a tropical drink. I like it in a bit of a bigger container than just in a glass, because I think it's too strong for me. And so what I love about the Collagen Plus is that not only has it got special little peptides in there that are helping my body make collagen, which is responsible for all the soft tissue in my body, and yours too. It's also got those phytoceramides, which are little water cells that sit on the top layers of the skin that give our skin that plumpness. And of course, particularly as we age, going through menopause, all those things, our skin can start looking a bit crepey. And the Collagen Plus, those little phytoceramides, are stopping our skin from being crepey. So I love that stuff. The other stuff that's in here, the part of the plus, is lutein, and lutein is some special antioxidant that protects our collagen from breaking down further. And so it also protects our skin and our eyes against UVA, UVB, and blue light damage. And so if you're galvanicking, make sure that you're collagen drinking at the same time. I know you have a different collagen in the US than what we have. I really like ours. The double-blind clinical trials has proven a 64% in collagen production over 8 weeks. So really worthwhile getting that stuff into you. And I like the lutein because I feel like it's making me wear sunscreen from the inside out. So the galvanic is such a great device, so easy to use. You don't need to, be super clever to get a result. As I say, you do learn a lot on these calls to get even better results than just doing what I'm doing. But if you just roll it over your skin, always going from the inside out to your hairline, you're going to get great results. So that was 3 minutes. You can then go on and use your line corrector, which I like to do every night before I go to bed. I'm usually doing this just for a couple of minutes on number 2 or number 3. We do also have for the face, the beautiful galvanic facial masks, which really are amazing if you want to give your skin just a quick going over and a special treatment. I don't have time to tell you about all of those. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to let my face cook for a little bit before we have a look at it. Let me go now.
You know that when you were making faces a minute ago, you
Yeah,
decided you did, the wrinkles are less, especially your forehead. You need
already.
a picture. Oh my God. Yes. Okay.
Cool. It's cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've done that. One of the benefits, one of the many benefits of galvanic with the age lock technology, and you don't want to use any other product. You've got to use the new skin products. New skin products go together, and the age lock technology about slowing the aging process. One of the enzymes that our bodies create as we age, depending on our genetic makeup, is something called AR-NOx. And that AR-NOx enzyme is a little enzyme that comes along as we age and starts eating away like a little Pac-Man at our collagen and elastin, you know, the scaffolding that's holding up our faces. And so this is a little example of this little enzyme eating away at our collagen and elastin. And as soon as the age lock treatment gel is applied with the galvanic spa, it flatlines it. And that is really important. And that's why we see people that use the galvanic spa as directed, a minimum of twice a week for 5 minutes, get results. This is one of my friends, Lauren. She used to live here on the Gold Coast. She now lives on the Sunshine Coast, which is about 3 hours away from me now. Her on the left is her when I first met her. She wasn't sunburnt. She just had red skin all the time because she had rosacea. That middle photo is her after a month. She was using the age lock transformations and the galvanic spa. And this is her after 5 months. Her whole face has changed. So when we talk about that it does lymphatic drainage, it has drained all that chubbiness, all that puffiness from around her face. It's opened up her eyes. It's her lips are more defined. Her nasal folds gotten less. The lines around her eyes are less, and she looks better. Do you think that she's ever? And this photo, these photos are quite old. Lauren will never stop using it. Today, this is 10 years ago, she looks better than what she does today. And so that's one of the great things about our products. This is me. So me on the left is me at 38, and this is me aging as I've been going along. The last photo on the right is me at 56. I'm now 59, and I am so passionate about sharing this gift with other people because there is so much rubbish out there. So many people have got a graveyard of products underneath their bathroom sink that don't work, whereas we've got some products that will work and will work every time. Now, after we galvanic, I like to spray moisture mist on my face again, because when we're galvanicking, our skin absorbs up to 70% better whatever we put on our skin. And so hyaluronic, and this stuff's full of hyaluronic acid, facials are really popular on the Gold Coast. And where I live, and they cost anywhere between $170 and $270 for a facial. Well, we can do that ourselves for as little as what the facial gels are, and plus spraying moisture mist, which is one of our cheapest products and one of my most favorites, continuously on our skin. But now we've got at nighttime the new retinol complex. Now, this stuff, I have always been afraid personally of using a retinol product. And the reason why is because I spend a lot of time in the sun. I'm a swimmer. I get up early in the mornings and I'm in the sun now. We've got summer here from 5:30 in the morning through till about 7:30 in the morning. And I'm in chlorine, I'm in all those nasty chemicals, and then I often go for a walk on the beach. And so I've always avoided retinol products because I was worried about the damage that I would do to my skin by using a retinol product and then seeing sunshine as much as I do. And so when they said that, you can use this, and you very rarely will, you have people that react to it. I thought I'm going to give it a go. And I have been so pleasantly surprised with how good my skin has improved in a really, really short time using this product. And the science behind it, of course, is second to none. I'm not a scientist, and I'll never, ever claim to be one, but the company is really, really clever. It's got the retinol complex, which is really potent, and it really does what it needs to do. Plus, they've formulated it using AI technology. Oh my goodness, AI technology. It scares the living daylights out of me, but it also excites me at the same time. And this peptide delivers the results, but in a much, much gentler way. And so people aren't usually getting the side effects of the redness or the flaking skin or anything like that. What we're getting is this beautiful glow. I was at a restaurant on Saturday night with another girlfriend of mine who's a new skin user, and two girls that weren't. And these girls said to us, you girls, both your skin is absolutely glowing and ours isn't. What are you guys doing differently? So they didn't know about new skin. So we're gonna do a little new skin party and share with them. So there is lots of great science behind this, and in turn, lots of results. So the science is quite interesting. They've got these two retinol esters which help with lines and wrinkles, and they slow release to the skin so that it helps with lines and wrinkles, texture, tone, and elasticity. They've got some ingredients there that are soothing and hydrating. I love that Nu Skin does things that are really good for our skin and really nourishing. They're not doing things that are damaging the skin. They're always about healing and hydrating and all the good things. And of course, it targets the science of aging. This is my girlfriend, Sam. She is a distributor for Nu Skin as well. Sam has used the retinol on half of her face for 3 days. And you can see that one side of her face has lifted. Sam also uses the Lumi Spa, the uplifting cream, the pearls. She's a huge lover of Nu Skin products. Very brave of her to do half of her face, don't you think? And you can obviously see the difference. So, and Sam has sensitive skin. She has a bit of rosacea. Her cheeks are often red. And she hasn't had a negative reaction. So she said if it was going to make anybody's skin red or flaky or anything like that, it would be hers, but it hasn't. It's actually just made her skin glow, and it's sit up by itself. So one of the other things that I really liked, that it helps preserve the natural moisture barrier of the skin. And that is something that is really important for all of us, that hydration makes such a big difference. You can read all that yourself, but pore size and dark spots and pigmentation and discoloration and lines and wrinkles, it seems to do everything. And that's really exciting. This 38% improvement in the skin barrier, a 20% improvement in firmness just after one use. For many people, we were taught, I was over in the US for the Success Summit and was talking to anyway, one of the scientists, and we were saying that some people are getting results so quick, and she said yes, but you know what, they're going to see the best results after 90 days. And that's when you got your body's been able to do that cellular turnover. And of course, as we get older, we don't normally turn over as fast as what we do when we're young. So we're going to see even better results after 90 days. This slide really excited me. 64% improvement in elasticity. That's the snap. That's the snap that our skin needs. And that's very exciting. So this is Jason. Jason is married to one of our distributors here on the Gold Coast. Jason is a council worker, so he's out in the elements. His wife has got him using everything. He's been such a good bunny for her. And so his Lumi Spa, he's been losing the Lumi Spa and the uplifting cream. And this is just one night of using the retinol into
Wow.
his routine. That just blew me away. Not everybody's going to get Jason's results. Don't expect that you might get Jason's results, but Jason got Jason's results, and that blew us away. That is overnight. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely amazing. Oh,
Yes.
woo.
So easy to use. It's not a hard product to use. Like anything, just now it's daytime for me, but I'm still going to do it because I want to show you. I always squirt on the back of my hand. Consequently, I've one younger hand than the other. And then I dot my fingers in. And then I put the dots all around my face and my neck. And then I pat the dots in. And then I use my fingers like a galvanic spa to infuse that product into my skin. I just love how easy that is to do. And the thing is, what you're doing when you're doing that is you're encouraging your muscles to sit up, just like the galvanic spa does. And you're moving those lymphatic fluids, and you're going to get even more of a lift. You can see that in my face already. Can you see that, Marguerite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I always rub the excess in that hand. And this is when I'm out and about, I show people the difference in my hand. When people say, oh, you know, that nothing works, you know, it doesn't matter what you use. Really? Have a look at this. And I've got a little video to show you that. Now, that's your next step. So you have cleansed, you've toned, you've treated, and then you're moisturizing. But I actually do another treatment because I am in love with the Age Lock pearls. So this is called Age Lock True Face Essence Ultra. I think Alan Nagao nicknamed it Pearls, and we've taken that on board. And I'm very aware of the time.
No
And
problem.
so,
Early.
okay, so this product could be a $1 billion product by itself because it works so well. It's got some goodies in here that have been developed by our scientists using this age lock technology of looking at our genes, giving them a spit and a polish and getting them to act young. So the key ingredients is something called Firmplex, and Firmplex was helping, you know, the company says it enhances skin firmness. Enhance, well, I just don't think that's a big enough word. What I've seen it do is literally help our elastin create more elastin. It helps with firmness. It has got some other goodies in there that are for skin appearance. It's got antioxidants in there. I think I can't see without my glasses. I think it's squalene, which helps with neutralizing free radicals. And it's got things in there that are the vitamin C and some other enzymes, CoQ10 from memory, vitamin E and tea green. All these things are really beneficial for the skin. And before we had retinol, when we're thinking about helping with elastin levels, we just had this. And this is a great product. And let me just share, this is my girlfriend, Lee. She's from Melbourne. And she's just going to share her story with the pearls.
Lee, and I'd like to tell you about one of my all-time favourite new skin products, the True Face Essence Ultra. This product has patents, double-blind clinical trials, and it's a targeted product for elastin only. That's all good and well, but let's have a look at my hands. I've been using the True Face Essence Ultra on one hand and not the other. As we age, we lose the elasticity in our skin. I'm hoping it's quite obvious, because it is to me. I haven't been using it on this hand. See, there's no bounce back there. And I have been using it on this hand. So I think if it's doing that for my hand, it must be also doing the same for my face. And that's why I love it.
So Lee's a glamour and she's gorgeous. And so how you use your pearls, you squeeze the top so that all the serum's going down to the bottom of the pearl. Again, I squeeze it on the back of my hand. Love this stuff. And again, I tap my fingers around, all around my face, those lines that I really want to target. And I tap it into my face. Now, I live in a very humid climate. It is really hot outside right now. I've got the air conditioning on. The beach is just outside my door. And so when I first, years ago, thought about using the pearls, I thought, oh, that's not going to be really good in this humid climate that I live in. Oh my goodness. This stuff does not seal your skin. None of New Skin products seals your skin. It is such a beautiful product to use, and your skin can breathe through it. And so these are my 2 treatments that I do on my skin every night. I use pearls morning and night, but the retinol I just use at nighttime. And then when I go out the next day and I swim early in the morning, I actually still don't wear sunscreen until I'm out after 8 o'clock in the morning here. So I don't feel like I need to worry about it. And I haven't had any adverse reactions of using the retinol on my skin. But I love using this. I love how it feels when I do this. And it's so easy to use, and my skin looks younger. I mean, you saw my photos. I love that at 59 that I look younger than I did at 38. That is a really good thing. The last thing, well, at night time, I'm using Pillow Glow because I love this. And then I'm using my uplifting cream. During the day, I just use my uplifting cream. And again, that's another great product. It leaves a breathable film on your skin that protects you against the environment and all the pollutions that we have exposed. But I just want to leave that sit on my skin for a few minutes and answer any questions. Or has anybody got something that they would do rather than what I do? But yeah, see the difference. Wow. I'm going to have to do my other side of my face.
No, your face is amazing. Your eyes are bigger, it's lifted on your right side. Your eyebrows are lifted, your forehead, everything. Okay, anybody has any questions? Let's see. Somebody has 2 questions. Hold on. Let's look. Okay, Rose Doe wants to say hello. And then
I want to ask a question. Karen,
sure.
what kind of sunscreen do you use? Sunlight 35, Sunlight 50, or you use the new mineral one?
We only have Sunlight 50 in our market. We don't have the new mineral one. And I did try to buy it when I was in the US, and they sold out.
Oh, the one I gave you, they sold out, huh?
But you have the Nutritional Essential, the day cream, protective cream, or the lotion?
We don't have that in this market.
Okay, because then would you advise taking people when they use retinol, and as a swimmer people do, to use during the day from the NutriSensor line, the day cream protective lotion or the cream?
I have no experience because I've not looked at those products, so I don't know anything about them. I just use the 50 plus if I'm going out in the sun between 10 and 3 o'clock in the day.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a believer that you need a little bit of sunshine. You need that vitamin D.
Correct. We do not have the supplement vitamin D, not in Europe.
No, I getting that from the sun. We don't have the supplement vitamin D either.
Yeah.
We can get some from the sun.
Correct.
So
Thank you.
a believer in smothering myself with sunscreen 24 hours. But yeah, I don't know anything about those products. I'm so sorry. They've never been available in our market, so I haven't learned anything about them.
It's no problem. The lotion for me seems to be a little bit lighter for the summer, and the cream, the day cream, protective cream, only for winter time when the air is a little bit more drier to give more moisture to the skin. So this is when we do not have sun right, 50 to get it on a product. I use especially the day cream protective lotion
Okay.
because it
Yep.
has SPF 35 inside.
Okay. Yep. No, I love this. The sunlight here is it's a godsend for our sun because we burn after, well, within 10 minutes of being in the sun. Mm.
Thank you.
The sun is different here than anywhere.
I know. Anybody has any more questions? Thank you, Karen. We have so I recommend next time you come, bring your machine and use the same time that you're watching the show, this instructions going around. Because when I'm watching the show, yes, we're
Great show.
Netflix. We're like Netflix. Anyway, says I see that there are a few people here. There's a Yoko Akobe. Is she using it? I don't know. I know I'm mentioning you. I can see you. And also for Yuki, what is a young man? Yuki Hero, do you have any questions? Yes. Because you're not using it. So I'm just curious that you guys are just watching it, but you're not using the product. Okay, I see somebody has a question here. Susan. I have a question regarding the facial spa. Recently, I turned it on to number 4 with appropriate wetness from a gauze on back, making contact with my hand and lots of body shaping gel. It turns for 30 seconds, then stop. Hold on a second. Restarting and dies at the same time. Wait a minute. Is this purchased in the United States, Susan?
Yes, it is.
How long ago did you buy it?
Oh gosh, this is my second one that's done this. I bought one about 3 or 4 months ago and does the same thing. And this one was probably 6 or 8 months ago.
I see.
And the facial, it's our like your galvanic spots, but it's a facial spa. That's what they call it in the US. Yes, it was purchased in the US.
I know. Why do you need a wetness from a gauze? Actually, you
Oh,
don't even need to use the gauze. You just put it with your hands. That's why I was curious. Is there
well,
anything special that you're doing on it with your hand? And
you- okay,
who's your
I learned
client?
from one of these videos that somebody did. They showed instead of getting your hand all wet, just get a cotton gauze wet or damp, put it on there. It works really well. I've used this for a long time and regularly, and all of a sudden it started doing this. And so I thought it was defective, and I opened up a brand new one and it's doing the same thing.
Okay, you
this
know
one
that you
has
have a warranty. First of all, there is a warranty. You should call
Right.
company. You should
Okay.
call company because you have your
I will.
order. You have I think we have a 2-year warranty. Oh, I know what you're talking about, gauze. You're saying on the back,
Yeah,
instead of putting with your hand, you're
Yeah.
using gauze between your hand and your the backside of your
Yes.
facial spa. Yes.
Right.
Somebody
Oh,
have
is
that.
there a reason why you do that?
Well, before I used it with the gel and everything, my hand was all slippery and I was afraid I'd drop it. So this gel is really nice. I saw it on one of these video conferences. Somebody was doing that, somebody from Asia. And I thought, oh, that looks like a great idea. So it's just a cotton round and I get it damp and I put it on there and I put my hand on top of that. And it seems to work great. I feel like I have a good grip on it and I'm not going to drop it because it's, a few $100s, right?
Uh-huh.
I personally don't think you need that much. I just spray mine with moisture mist.
Right.
And
Okay.
it
I can try
stays
that.
hydrated, and
Mhm.
my hand isn't wet. It's just my
But
fingers.
So weird. It just
Okay.
starts and it's working
If
for.
it stops, no,
I would
I'm
try it without
I'm
that
asking a
first.
question. Susan,
Yes.
possibly you said 30 seconds, it dries up. It possibly you're not drinking enough water.
That could be a thing too.
Oh.
You're
Well,
not
I,
drinking enough water.
I broke my foot and I was trying to use it on my broken foot for the lymphedema. And I'm really not moving around very much because my foot's in a cast or a walking cast. So maybe that's it. Maybe I should try drinking more water. That's a great idea. I'll try that first.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll
what
do
I'm
it.
Can be
saying,
another thing. May I add something? When
Sure.
she's
Yes.
what is this wetness? Is it very wet when you use it? Because
I
be
mean, on my
careful.
skin. Yeah, I
Be
have sprayed it with.
careful when you put in the battery that it is closed very much. When there is something liquid or water coming inside, it
Okay.
can also close the battery. So be careful when it's too wet that not water is
Okay.
coming inside the device.
Okay. I will look into all of that and I'll try it again because I really want to use it for the lymph fluid and the pain and all that sort of stuff. So great. I
May
have
I
the
ask
Renew
you,
Spa
Susan,
IO
where
and
are
that
you?
thing is awesome.
Susan, where are you?
Oh, I'm in Hawaii.
Oh, you're in Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
I love these things, by the way. I can't thank you enough for having them available for all of us to learn. Everybody that presents is so wonderful. I always learn something. I've been watching almost everyone for several years. I love it. I always learn something.
Okay. I wanted to add that when you're using your gauze, maybe gauze is a harder one to do. It's actually probably okay if you're just using a wet paper towel rather than
Okay.
the gauze, because the gauze, the water just doesn't go through. You could, you have those things that we use called I call the Q-tip cotton rounds. I don't know if you
Yeah,
see
it's
me.
a cotton round. It's really thin. You get it wet. It's very thin. It goes all the way through, but I'll do whatever you folks recommend. I'll try all these different things.
No, you have to try it and you can come back to us and tell us which one is more useful for you.
I will do that. I'm excited because the stuff really works. Your products are awesome.
Yeah,
And I'm
it
thankful to
really
have them.
works. It really works. I feel possibly you did not drink enough water, so your hands are very, very wet. And your body, I'm sorry, your hands are very dry and your body is very dry. So when you touch the machine, even though you started it in the back, but when it does
Yeah.
it doesn't go through your skin to have a
Oh,
come into it. So then
a
within 30
complete circuit.
seconds, says,
Okay.
oh, it's too dry.
Okay.
It dries, it just turn off.
Okay. I will start with a big glass of water before I do anything. And I will try. I'm also using the Napaka spray mist. I put the spray mist, I put the body shaping gel, and then I put the device on. I started with 4. Okay.
Strange. I was thinking possibly try to use, I know when you use water, there are some people for some reason, like if I'm in the air conditioned room, when I do it for someone, it dries up very fast. So
Okay.
I usually use NAPCA mist.
I'm sorry, you use what? The NAPC? I'm using that. Yeah.
Okay, in the theory, NAPCA mist, it catches 4 parts water.
Okay.
Okay, so in theory, I think your gauze is not going to stay. I was thinking gauze is what they use in the medical office.
Oh, no. This is a cotton round. It's very thin. It's totally soaked through and through, and you can feel the wetness on your hand and on the device. I just learned it from one of these seminars. Somebody was showing that, and I thought it was a nice, neat way to do it without the
Yes,
stickiness of the thing.
I do use that. You can use that. It should not have any. So something has to do that is dried up and it did not
Okay.
connect you with your skin.
Okay. And it could be
Agreed.
that I'm not drinking enough water. That's a great suggestion. I didn't even think about it, and I'm thankful. And
Agreed.
I'll try it first before I call customer service. Okay. And then
Okay.
try to see if
Well,
I
you
get
can
it to
come
work.
tomorrow and let us know.
Oh, I will. I'll be on tomorrow. I love this. I love these.
Can I
said,
add
now it's
something?
4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. Yes, go ahead.
Marguerite, can I
Yes.
add something? This is May.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Regarding the the keeping the hands wet. There's also I just caught what you're saying. You have body shaping gel or any other gel. So I find out if you put some gels, whatever, on your fingers, on your hands, when you're doing this, it actually helps the conductivity better as well.
I know she was saying when you use a gel, it become too slippery. That's why.
Oh, the
Yeah.
holding then. You
Yeah,
gotta
the
learn
holding
how to hold
is-
it. You have to
was-
hold it.
Holding it. That's what I'm talking about. Holding it. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
holding like this. I don't have the machine with me right now. So if
Yeah.
I use my phone, okay, as example, you have to learn how to hold like this. Then it
Oh.
sits on your hand like this. So
Yeah,
you
I
learn
learn.
how to
wanna-
hold this and
Yeah.
curve your thumb so you will not accidentally shut the things off, right? Because the button
Yes,
on
right,
off button's right there.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
curve your thumb and have 4 fingers like this, right?
Hold
Okay.
it. Hold
If
it,
you
May.
Yeah,
take,
you
Hold
go
it,
like
if you
May.
take me off speaker, we
Hold
can
it.
actually see.
I will replace spotlight. May, you're talking.
Oh,
May is on now.
Hey,
okay.
May.
So, and this is, I don't have the spa machine with me handy, so I use my phone as example.
Yeah.
So when you put this thing on your hand, it's a sit on the palm and the finger, and on a palm, right ended of your finger, something like that, right? So as you're holding, and your finger will be touching the metal pad in the back, and your
Okay.
thumb, and don't extend the thumb straight up. Okay, that
Oh,
takes a
okay.
little bit of practice. What I do is I usually curve my thumb. That's how I
Okay.
hold the device. And then you want to make sure when you have a hold like this, and every time you maneuver with your wrist, right? And
Okay.
then and sometimes in a little tough spot, I will hold like this also. I will hold like this, right? So it does.
Very strong fingers. You practice
Oh,
have
very
very
good.
strong fingers.
Well,
Very
this is my left hand, and I usually do with the two devices. So, and then
Mhm.
this way, takes a little bit of practice when you hold like this. So you will
Okay.
not risk of dropping the device. So that's what I just try to add. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Marguerite.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank you,
the
May.
suggestions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anybody else has any questions?
I'm just dropping.
Okay. All right. So
I'm going to put my photos up on the group chat because from my number 11s through to my eyebrow, my cheek, my nasal fold, even my lip is fuller on the one side.
wow. I know hers. Actually, we have not taken a picture as a group. How about we take a picture as a group with our machine in our hand? Hello, everyone. Gallery view.
Gallery here.
Wow, we have everybody on.
Alex man.
Yes, put your smile up. Picture
Yeah.
one. Okay, let me do picture two. Okay, picture two. With the machine on. Da-da-da. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Margaret, can you add me to the group? I didn't get the picture from yesterday.
Pictured from the yesterday.
No, normally you have a Facebook Messenger group for
Yes.
November, and
Yes.
I'm not in, so I
You're
would
not in it?
appreciate if you can add me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I will add you in. Don't worry. Okay.
No
Thank you
problem.
everyone for coming.
Thank
We
you so much,
tomorrow.
Kathleen.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Amazing section.
Thank you so much. Big love.
Thank you
Thank you so
very
much.
much. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Love
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.